If you want to get back to doing jumping jacks without leaking, this video is for you. I'm going to guide you through several exercises to build your strength, coordination, and confidence to get back to doing jumping jacks without the leaking. I'm Dr. Alex Hill. I'm a double board certified physical therapist, and I specialize in pelvic health and oncology. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel for more pelvic health videos to get back to doing the things you love and understanding your pelvic health. A lot of people think that if you leak while doing jumping jacks, that means your pelvic floor is weak, but that's not always the case, and it's always best to get evaluated by a pelvic health physical therapist. They can really see what's causing your leakage and give you an individualized program. In the meantime though, you can start with these exercises to start addressing your form and your breathing. As we work on progressing you towards not leaking with jumping jacks, we're going to work on a couple different things. The first thing is starting with a more narrow stance and then working towards a wider stance. So those are the two positions that we're going to be in for the jumping jack. So we need to progressively work towards that. The other thing we're working on is having your arms down to shoulder height to all the way up overhead, because this is going to be the most challenging position for the pelvic floor muscles and for the body to coordinate to not leak. So that's going to be our movement progression. As we work through these exercises, I want you to be mindful of having a soft, controlled landing. So you can see from the side here, I've got soft knees where we're staying mobile. We're not having stiff legs and stiff knees. It's going to be a lot of force upward and against the pelvic floor, making it more likely to leak. Additionally, besides having nice, soft, controlled landing, is making sure that you are not holding your breath, so you're breathing through these movements, and that you're not arching your back. So you want to make sure that you have a slight forward flexion with your chest. Your chest is slightly forward. We don't want to be all the way forward, but just ever so slightly forward is going to help make sure that we are in an optimal position for those pelvic floor muscles. So the first exercise we're going to do is a step out. So you're going to step out, a little bit of force as you land. As you put that leg down, you're going to exhale, okay? So you're going to exhale as you land, exhale as you land, exhale as you land, exhale as you land. So you're starting to get that coordination of breathing with that asymmetrical movement. And you're going to work on this until you're not having any leakage with this movement. This is also a good warm-up as you start to go through these progressions and work on these progressions. As that gets easy, you can also do it a little bit quicker. So you exhale, 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 exhale. So you're starting to breathe a little bit quicker, and as you get even faster, then you're just breathing normally with it. And again, from the side you can see I'm having my chest just slightly forward. I'm not having it arch back. So that's the first exercise, is just lateral step outs. So now we're going to add in the arm. So you're going to bring arm out and down, out and down. Start first just going up to shoulder height and exhaling as you land with that step. Exhale as you land. Exhale as you land. If that's easy, you're not having any leakage with it, go ahead and bring us up overhead. And again, we're going slightly forward. I don't want you all the way back. So just slightly in front of your face, arms all the way up, down, all the way up, down, all the way up, down. So again, right now, as we're going slowly through these movements with intention, you're having controlled landing and you're exhaling as your foot lands. So exhale, exhale. Again, you can start to get into this a little bit quicker as you do this to work on a little bit more coordination, see how your pelvic floor handles that and your system handles that. And that's going to be the next progression. Next up, we've got some hops. So you're going to start with your feet about hip width apart, and you're going to hop. Again, we have soft landing, exhale as you land. So land, exhale, land, exhale. So that exhale as you land helps to engage the abdominals, engage the pelvic floor, and is going to help with reducing any leakage. If you're good with that, go ahead and bring your feet wider. So again, this is going to be the end range for our jumping jack. So again, you're going to jump, exhale as you land. Exhale as you land. Exhale as you land. Once that's easy, then you can go ahead and add in the arms. So if you want to start with your feet narrow, that's fine. So we're just doing slow, controlled movements, arms to shoulder height. And then once that's easy, no leakage, up overhead. Again, we're starting with just narrow feet. This is going to help give a little bit less stress to the pelvic floor. And then once you're good with that movement, go ahead, bring your legs out. So we're going into a wider stance. We still want slow, controlled, soft landings. So you're going to bring up and down, up, down. Make sure you're breathing with these movements. We want soft landing as you do them. And you can progressively bring your arms up overhead. That's going to stress that pelvic floor a little bit more, work your core a little bit more. And I'll show you from the side as well. So we're coming up, down, up, down. So again, slow, controlled movements initially to start with. All right, so let's put all of that together. We're gonna start with slow, controlled jumping jacks. So you're going to exhale as everything is open, exhale as it's closed. Exhale as it's open, exhale as it's closed. So again, initially, we're starting out with always exhaling on the landing because we're starting out slower. So breathe out as you land. Breathe out as you land. We want soft, controlled movements as we're doing this. And once you're not having any leakage with this movement, then you can work on your regular jumping jacks. Now, as you progress to the jumping jacks, and you're doing these just as part of your workout or your class, you've already built up that foundation so that you're breathing, your muscles, everything knows what they're supposed to do. And so you just want to focus on your form of breathing normally, soft landing, controlled landing, and not getting into that arched position. All right, so let's put it all together and let's do some jumping jacks together. Still starting out controlled, and when you leak, notice when you leak. Is it as you're all the way out? If so, that's a position that you need to work on a little bit more with these exercises. Excellent job working on those jumping jacks without the leakage. This can take a while to work through this progression of exercises, so do not feel like you have to get through all of these in a day or in a week. Really take your time, focus on your form, especially breathing normally as you get into those regular jumping jacks, landing softly and controlled, not having your chest up too high. And again, if you're still having issues with leaking, make sure that you work with a pelvic health physical therapist. I've got some resources in the description below to find one near you. If this video was helpful to get you back to doing jumping jacks without the leakage, then make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more resources and videos on pelvic health, and make sure that you share this video with someone else who needs it and get your jumping jack buddy back.